Shalom, y'all. So I'm gonna have to make this part 1 and part 2 because this stupid phone just does what it wants. This phone got a mind of its own, so it shut off. Okay, so I prayed to the Most High. I asked the Most High to give me like strength or whatever, and obviously He had to give it to me because that night she was sitting on my legs, and this is where it get crazy. So I jump up and go after her. Like, so I go from scared of her to straight going at her, like, you know, on some other stuff. So I go after her and she changes from woman to something else. I know it was bald-headed. So I'm chasing this thing, but this is the thing. I'm chasing it around my body. Like I'm running around my own head chasing this thing while I'm laying down, but I'm aware of everything going on in the room, in the house, pretty much. Well, in the bedroom. So finally, I chased it around my head 3 times. I mean, I'm literally running on top of my pillow, chasing this thing. So when I grab it, this is the crazy thing. So when I'm running around my body, I'm small. Then when I grab it, my normal size. So I grab it by the back of his head, but I got both hands on the side of his head, like over top of his ears. And when I grabbed it, I try to turn it around so I can look at it, and it wouldn't let me turn it. I mean, this thing was strong. So I'm trying, and I'm like, let me see your face. And it started laughing. It started laughing, and it just like faded out of my hands, right? So this dream actually turned into another dream, but the other dream happened 2 days later. No, 3 days later. My fault, y'all. So so now I'm asleep again, but it's like early morning type, you know, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and my wife gets up to get up and go to work that time because she, you know, works school district or whatever. So we get up. Well, no, I'm sorry. We didn't get up. She got up. And I was still asleep. So I saw her get up, saw her go in the bathroom, but I'm asleep. What woke me up, so I went right back to sleep. You know, like, I guess I was, I don't know if I was up then, but I know I saw her get up, go in the bathroom. And then, you know, a bathroom is in the room. So then I guess I went back to sleep, and her pillow flew across and hit me like in the chest and then fell on the floor. So that made me open my eyes, but my body was still asleep. So when I opened my eyes, I looked over on her side. You know, I thought maybe she did it, being smart, but she wasn't there. She was still in the bathroom, you know. So next thing I know, I look, and it's a giant shadow of a man. Now, when I say giant, from shoulder to shoulder, he was as wide as a car, like a mid-sized car. This is how wide this thing was. His forearms was as big as my head. This thing was like the Incredible Hulk in shadow mode, for real. And it was tall. So it was so tall that the only thing you could see was the top of it, you know, where your traps meet your neck. But he had some big traps, so his neck and his head was in the ceiling, and this was like a continuance of my dream. Now, I think Most High gave me a boost of heart pills messing with these things, because, and remember, these things looked at like shadows. They did not look like, they didn't have color. I mean, they had like a grayish, whitish type of, you know, to show off their noses and stuff, like somebody was drawing a sketch. But they were shadows, and I jumped out the bed and ran around the bed, and I ran up to it, and I'm pointing up at it, but of course I'm like pointing up to its stomach or its chest because it was big, and I'm telling it, and I'm like, I know who I am. I'm not scared of you. Like, I'm talking reckless to this joint, right? So this joint just laughed and just floated up in the ceiling. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, I really was lost. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what is this? Because I didn't know what they were at first. I knew they were wicked. I knew that because you could feel it. But I didn't know like they really are demons, and they actually tormenting these Europeans now. So that was that dream, and you know, I never had a continuance of it or nothing like that. Calm down, bro. You gonna get across. Dang. Guy next to me ready to run my car into the which column to get just to drive down the street. People don't have no patience. They don't have no patience. They don't care. They will run you off the road to get to another light or a stop sign. So that was those two dreams. That was the dealing with the dark spirits that I was seeing in the beginning. That was scaring the life out of me. I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning. And then one time I saw one when I was reading the Bible, and I saw it in the corner looking at me in my peripheral vision. So it was looking right at me. I saw it, but then when you turn to it, it's gone. But it was there. So that's that. Matter of fact, it ain't been that long. I'll give you. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all all of them. So the next dream I had, I told y'all the one about the ship. I told y'all the one about the dark spirit, the dark demon, the demon-like things. And the last one, well, I had that other one, but I can't remember. So the last one, I don't know if y'all saw the guy run the stop sign, almost hit the other guy in the car, the gray car. But so the last one I had. So this is, I got to give you the backstory so you understand why I'm telling you about this house, where this house came from. So when I was little, so the man that died when I was 9, that's not my father. That was the man that was raising me, I guess, my mom's boyfriend, I don't know. So when I was 6, that was the last time I saw my actual father, because me and him I'm named right after him. His middle name Tyrone, my middle name is Antoine, but it's, you know, the name. I'm not gonna throw my government up there. So the house that I was in during this dream is his mom's house. That's the house we were in, because they lived in Jersey. And they had a nice house. So my dream starts, so a lot of houses in Jersey don't have basements. Some of them, well, I don't know all of them, but I know some of them just have one floor, and you know, and then second floor or whatever. They don't really have basements and stuff. So this house, if I'm in the, like, we're in a back room, like backside room, but it's like it has like deck doors. You can go out into the backyard from that room. I guess it's the rear, I don't know what they call that room, but that's where we was at. And I was standing there looking out those doors, and the house was recessed, so it was like it's a hill that you would have to, if you went out them doors, you would have to walk up a hill to you know, you know, pretty much like see straight. So the house is like kind of recessed down in the ground. So I'm standing there looking out the oh my God, I'm standing there looking out the door, and hold on, let me pause this, y'all. I gotta park. All right, so I'm standing there. Now the thing is, my wife is there, her mother's there, and my children are there, right? All of us are there. So I'm standing there, and oh, you know what? I'm supposed to go to Home Depot first. Let me go to the store first. So I'm standing there, and she so her mom's look, they like, it seemed like I was given the house, like my dad gave it to me or something, but I haven't seen my dad since I was 6. I'm 43 years old. So that's a done deal. And to be honest with you, I ain't mad at him at all, because I don't know, my mom could have did some slick stuff. You know, I done seen it happen a lot. So I'm standing there. They're looking around like, wow, like they pretty much like in amazement. They kind of like, oh, this is nice, da 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 da. So as I'm standing there, now the house is empty. The room we're standing in is empty. I want y'all to remember that it's empty. So as I'm standing there, I look. Well, you can see the city too. You know, you can, you see the hill, but if you look like up, you can see the buildings and stuff. So like Center City or the city area was right, like not too far, about a mile away or a mile or two. So as I'm standing there, I look and I start seeing these flashes of light in the sky, like gold light or like fire, you know, a goldish orange, like boom, 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 like that, but no sound. They're just like popping into the sky. And turn around, it's all these ships, like the chariots. Some are like balls of light, some are really like a ship. It's so many. It's millions of them upon millions of them. It's a lot. I mean, it was a lot. And they're pretty. So the ones that were like machine in a way, yo, when people don't like my